Okay, so we're back and we're doing our spaghetti. This is another prep video of our spaghetti. So what you're looking at right here, Artz Labs crew, is my ground beef and ground Italian sausage. Now this is a little bit more, saucy than I would usually make it. But to be honest, this is a more low budget version of my lasagna because I usually have lots of meat, extra meat. The meat is popping up. But you know what? This is fine. And I usually have Kraft cheese and, everything name brand and all that. But guess what? Hey, not doing it this time. But when you make it with love and you know how to cook, you know how to season your food, it'll still be good, right? So now I put my first layer of my noodles down. I just wanted to give you a little idea. Maybe someone out there never made lasagna before. I do it a simple way. This is my noodles, and I did the noodles from these noodles here, cremette lasagna noodles, but whatever lasagna noodles you want. These are the sauces I use. Now, again, I usually will use ragu and prego and all that, but hey, my money said use the of bread. So I use the traditional pasta sauce, tomato, basil, and garlic pasta sauce, and roasted garlic and herb pasta sauce. And it's three jars. I recommend at least 3 jars. I usually use 4. But as you can see, I have plenty of sauce. I have my noodles laid out on the table because I like to dry my noodles. I don't like my noodles too wet. So I take a paper towel and lay them on the paper towel so that my noodles will not have too much water on it because I don't want it taken away from my seasonings. All right, so let's just do a quick little first layer to give you an idea of how I do my lasagna. So this is the first layer. And again, this is my sauces that I showed you and my meat ground it up and mixed in the sauce. And I always like to put a little sugar in the sauce. I don't like it too tart or tangy. And so if you, not a lot of sugar, but if you put a little sugar to offset that tangy tart, sometimes that's in your taste, that's sometimes in your spaghetti sauce, it makes it just right. And so I'm just trying to give you tips of how I do mine. My family loves my lasagna. Again, this is not my usual with all the ingredients, but it's going to be good. I know I used just what I needed to use to make it good. It's going to be good. I believe it's going to be good. I've never made any bad lasagna. Now, some people will use ricotta cheese. And to be honest, I don't like a lot of ricotta cheese in my lasagna. I actually don't use any ricotta cheese when I do my lasagna. But I'm thinking about the next time I do my lasagna to do a little ricotta cheese. Just a little. I like it with a little. I can tolerate it with a little ricotta cheese. But I think when you overdo the ricotta, I don't like it. And so, all right, so now we have our noodles and our sauce and meat on top of the noodles. So now we're going to layer our cheese. We have our Italian, 6 cheese Italian shredded cheese. And that has what? Let's go with the cheeses that has. That has mozzarella, provolone, Asiago, Parmesan, Romano, and Fontina. Then we have this triple cheddar cheese. And that has a combination of Wisconsin cheddar, New York cheddar, and Vermont cheddar cheeses. Then we have our Kobe Jack, and that's one of my favorite cheeses. And of course, that is Kobe cheese and Monterey Kobe cheese and Monterey Jack cheese. All right, so let's start layering it. My hands are clean. Of course, you always wash your hands when you cook, and wash them, throughout cooking. All right, so we're going to layer with the cheese. Okay, and we're going to use all 3 cheeses on each layer. And I'm not going to show you the whole, I'm just going to go through the first layer and you just repeat it. until you get to the top, and the top should end with the cheese. All right, so let's go to the next bag. Okay. And we're going to put the next bag of cheese on there. All right, a little more. Okay, make sure you get the corners. And this last bag of cheese. Just a second, just a sec. Just a second. Just a minute, please. I'm sorry. My son is calling me, interrupting the video. Kids don't care, do they? They want what they want. All right, I'm going to do a little bit more cheese because you want it to make sure that you cover each layer is covered with the cheese. Okay, so this is our first layer, our noodles, our sauce, and our meat and our cheese. And then you just repeat noodles, sauce, meat, and cheese. Okay, so I'll come back with my next video, and it will be the lasagna totally made and ready. I'm so excited to show it to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is the part 2 of my prep video for making lasagna. Thank you so much for watching Artz and Laughs.